everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So if you're watching this video today, Wednesday, April 19th, then Stampin' Up! Is having a free shipping day. If you're on my email list or if you head over to my blog, I always have a host code special, so thank you. And you can find out what today's thank you specials are. I have an extra added one if you're taking advantage of the free shipping special. And you're going to get a coupon that will be good for a rebate if you purchase in not July, I'm crazy. If you purchase in May, when you make a purchase from then, and I know you'll purchase in May because this annual catalog will be new. So when you get your thank you card from me in just a few days, because this month, normally I send all of my thank you gifts out the following month, but because we won't be here for most of May, I'm doing them. Well, my daughter's being my assistant this month. She is doing them as we go in April. So when you get your thank you gift from me in April, it will include the instructions on how to get your rebate in May if you purchase as part of the free shipping special. So there is a minimum from Stampin' Up! To get the free shipping of $75 in merchandise. So all of the details again are in my blog, and I sent an email out prior, and then there'll be one that has gone out this morning, but that's why I'm also including it on my blog. So if you aren't on my email list, you need to be on it, but otherwise you'll find out. If you don't have, at this point, you should have a tracking. If you were expecting a catalog from me, cross my fingers that it all got done. My week got backed up because I was not feeling well last week. And not feeling well is putting it mildly. I was sick. Just straight up call it what it is. I was sick and I was in bed for most of the week last week. So my days got kind of backed up, but cross my fingers that at this point, this is not obviously the day this is airing that I'm filming, but hopefully you've got them all out. So before I get going on today's project, it's so cute. Oh, and I need to get the stamp set. I want to show you just a couple of things that you can purchase now. That's why I want to show them to you, because today's card is a sneak peek. It does have some things that are current on it, but I want to show you some things that you can still get right now. So let's start with the, now I can't think of the name of this set. Hello Irresistible. I was thinking Happiness Abounds. I'm like, that's not it. So the Hello Irresistible is an online exclusive. So if you head to my website, then you can see some of it. Some pieces are back in stock. Some of them will be available soon, but there are pieces that you can get. The ribbon, I'm fairly certain, is there. So it's the gold and silver ribbon, and I have used it extensively. So if you follow me or you watch, look at my samples, it has been on card after card after card because I love it. It's a gold and silver combo pack, so you get both the gold and the silver. This is a set of cards that I made, and I fully intended to record them last week, and I didn't get to it. I used the embossing paste and then the Hello Irresistible paper, and the dots are due back in. I haven't checked to see if they're in, but this has the embossing paste. You can get that now. This has the peacock refill, which you will be able to get soon, but you could use any color of refill to color your embossing paste. This over here was the template that I made, and it's just vellum. It has the gilded leaf in it, which you can get now. And so the embossing powder, the crumb cake cardstock. So almost everything on this card, if the loose dots are in, you could get those, is available now. And I will try to get to this template, tutorial at some point soon. So I keep these on my desk to remind me, you need to film this, because it's a really fun, super easy little card. I know it looks kind of intimidating, and this is literally the scraps from this card. So this is the card as intended, and it doesn't take the dies, because the dies were what you couldn't get. This may be on the retired list. The dots, maybe it stayed. I can't even remember now. I've been so busy, and then you get sick on top of it, and then your mind kind of goes woozy. I can't remember if the dots and stripes stayed. It's that full size embossing die. Maybe it stayed. I don't know. But the rest of it did. This tropical leaf is an online exclusive, and then this paper is an online exclusive. And I've used, again, there's that ribbon, embossing powder. So if you don't have embossing powder on a free shipping day, it's a good time to get it. And those are the gems that are in the mini, but they're making it into the catalog. Then here, this is, if you purchase right now, then instead of getting a VIP video, which is how I normally do it the month following, you're getting 2 different PDFs. So if you purchase twice, I have 2 different PDFs, and they're full of tutorials. So it's not just one, you're getting a bunch. And then each time you purchase, you get supplies to make a card. So this is one of the tutorials. And it's not just one, you get more than these, but it's the monograms, again, embossing powder. The letters are part of online exclusives, and here's that paper again. When you get the paper, it's gold, silver, and copper. And then yesterday, the card that I filmed the tutorial for had 3 of my retiring favorites. So the shimmer white, and before I didn't know when I filmed the card that we were going to have free shipping, or I would have told you then. And then this paper, I love this paper. So shimmer white, my all-time favorite paper ever that we've ever had, and I never thought they would retire it, but here we are. And champagne rhinestones, and then this paper. And here again is that the rose gold paper that I used yesterday, but you can see it a lot bigger here. These rhinestones are retiring. This ribbon's retiring. This video you can find on my channel, and these all of these dies are retiring, and I think almost all of that was on a pretty decent sale. Then I am closing the registration for my Try It class. It will probably be about 20 short from what it normally is, but we need to close it so we can start working on it, and I want to have it smaller so we are able to get it done in a more convenient time frame than what it normally takes us. So if you want to get registered for this, you need to get in before Friday. At some point during the day, I'm going to take the registration link down for the mailed packet. You can still get the videos, but the fun of this class is that you get to see all the new ribbons, all the new embellishments. You get some of all of the new papers, and then we'll make 12 cards together with all the new stuff. But I need to get started on making the class, and my husband's going to start cutting paper. So I want the numbers so we can start on what I'm able to have now. I can't have all of it. So let's get going on the tutorial. So for this card, I'm going to use the little monkey bundle. My daughters are already done a card with this, so I will on my website and in my email I will post a link to her little card. It's super cute as well. It's a adorable little bundle. It's a punch bundle, which is also fun if you stamp with children. This would make a fun little gift for them. So I'm gonna do just a real quick card. It's gonna have, again, a mix of stuff that you can get now, so you can still shop the sale. And then it has a couple of new colors. This is, let me see, this is the copper clay, which when we first saw the colors, I'm like, well, copper clay is my favorite color. I didn't think that there would be any doubt that copper clay would be my favorite color. It's my color. It's probably like, if I could pick a skin color, this would be my color. If I could pick a hair color, this would be my color. If I could pick a room color, if you get the catalog, it'll be easy for those of you that kind of know me from watching me to guess which my favorite suite is. I don't have it yet because we weren't able to order it, because it's my colors and it's my look. Like if I could have a house look, that would be my look. But as I've played with the colors, like this is a color that I love, but there's other colors that are more fun to play with. So this is a nice base color, and obviously it's an adorable monkey color, isn't it? So I'm gonna use the copper clay for a base. We do have a color comparison video, because to just look at this, you might be like, well, that's cinnamon cider or that's Cajun craze. And it's neither, because in that video we did hold up both cinnamon cider and Cajun craze to this. And it's when you hold a color up to a new color that you think it is, it's always shocking to me how it's not. It's especially paper wise, not even close. So let's take, and then I just have pieces of Very Vanilla. So this is gonna be our backing. This is a real simple card. And then I'm gonna use this to stamp my monkey on. So you can do a monkey builder. Sorry about my voice, it's still scratchy. And then I did it because you can see you can build a monkey. So you can do her little face on here and her little eye, or I mean her little ears. So you can do it out of cardstock if you want and stamp her face. And the set has, you can see her little face on here. So you can do it that way if you choose to, or this one right here fits on the punch. So I'm just gonna do it that way. but I wanted to be able to do the banana as well. So to do that, the easiest way is, here's my scrap piece when I've just been messing with other things, is you just punch out of a scrap piece of paper, and I'm not going to redo it because I've already done it once. We did this at camp. We're not having camp live. So I just take this and then I lay this underneath, which is this way. Should have done it the opposite. And then you just can match your stamps up, lay them over the top where you can tell that they're going to go on it. And then when you stamp, they're going to be exactly where you need them to be to punch out. So let's do, I'm just going to use Memento so we can use our blends to color in. And I also know that my punch now is going to go this way. So to be able to slide it in, I want my banana to go this direction. Because sometimes, how many times do we go to stamp something and then we want to punch it out and we're like, well, dang it, I just did it the opposite way, and then you're forced to like use your snips and trim all around it so you can put your thing in. When you do it this direction, then you know it's the right way. So we'll just stamp her here. Isn't she cute? She just makes you happy. And then we have our background piece. And I have the tree, which you can be a tree branch. You can do it straight up and have it be a tree. You can do multiples of them and make a little jungle because there's other leaves in the set. I'm just going to do a simple one. This was our camp, and I had been sick, and I hadn't played with any of this stuff, so it was a simple, some of you think I can't stamp simple, but I can. I just often don't. So I designed this card thinking you might want to give it to a child, like a really cute little birthday card, or you could give it to your boyfriend or your girlfriend, your best friend. So I'm bananas about you. You can give it to your husband. I'm bananas about you, little monkey. And then, wouldn't that be fun for like a grandchild or your, it'd be fun to give it to like your first grader, stick it in their lunchbox on the first day of school. And then I'm just going to open my card up just because there's so many cute images in here. And there's a little heart. And then there's another little banana just for some inside fun of the card. This banana's open. It's been peeled. And then that just has some fun on the inside of the card, but I'm not going to do anything to it. So that's all the stamping. Now let's color the outside real fast. Move my trash piece that I just used for an example. I think that piece has been pretty well used up. Grab a piece of scrap paper. So for this, I have some colors just to kind of show you some difference. So this is Lemon Lime Twist, which is a returning color to our core collection now. And then this is Parakeet Party, which is in color from last year. So it's still in color, has another year left. But for those of you that think, again, that those are two similar colors, I'm just going to do an every other on the leaf. So I'll do, this is Parakeet. And it's the darks of both. And again, this is just a cute, quirky card. It doesn't have to be anything artistic. So that's just a fun, quick comparison of Parakeet and Lemon Lime Twist. And for those of you that are thinking, oh, but I have Granny Apple Green, if there had been 3 leaves, I would have shown you the Granny Apple, because again, it's a third green. It's not the same green. And then let's just pull in the 100. So great time, free shipping. If you don't have the natural set of markers that come like 100, 200, 300, 400, they're sold like that. A great time to just go ahead and get that set of markers, because you can always use that natural tones. And it goes from this deepest going to be too much. The deepest brown all the way almost to, I mean, they're designed for skin tones. So it goes to the lightest skin tone, which is almost a pale pink. And they don't come in a full set. They come in sets of 2. And they're also not on the page where you find the blends. I don't think in either catalog. I haven't really had time to look at the new catalog. So I'm still working in the old. Now, once I get done and I get the final thing of catalogs out, I have about probably 15 more, I think, left to send today. It's the final check through of my list. And club went out and I have to film club. So once that's done, I'm kind of done with April once I move to the Try It class. But you'll find them, I think they're on the page like with the embossing powders and the embossing paste and the daubers, that kind of page. So here we have this. Another good pickup on sale day is if you need to get some new blending brushes or the mini blending brushes. I'm going to use Balmy Blue. We're just going to add a little bit of ambiance for our little monkey. And I know I'm going to put him here. So a lot of times, my cat's playing with her ball. A lot of times people have a hard time where you first touch with your blending brush. If that's you, we know the monkey's going to be here, so let's touch right here where she's going to cover it up. That way it doesn't matter if we have that little blob because she's going to hide it. And that way we'll be able to get some sky behind her and it won't matter that there's a blob right there. This blending brush is getting kind of hard. They do over time get hard. And I still have my original ones from when we first started selling them. That original few 6 or 9 that I bought could probably stand to be replaced. You can see they're hard and they should be nice and soft. The harder they get, that first blob right there is always harder because the bristles don't move. And it's the same, you know, if you'd have a paintbrush or a makeup brush or something, you wouldn't expect the bristles on it to last. I don't know, we've had them for several years now. So there's that. Let's color our little monkey and then we'll put that all together. So let's start with our banana. Again, it's not any kind of quick, big blending on this. I almost used the new markers so you could see those, but I didn't want her, I wanted to do a little bit more on her face. So this is Daffodil Delight. Again, you can get this now. So on sale. I think the only really new color on the monkey herself that I'm using is the copper. So let's get the dark and the light copper. I think the rest of them all, maybe I have a petal pink in here, but I did her. So let's take the dark copper and let's just go around and give her some quick wisps of dark copper with my brush tip, just because that goes faster. And I'm just gonna pull in some little hints of dark. And that should be good. And then we'll take the bullet tip. So there she is. I always like to leave a little highlight space in the middle. If you feel like it's too big, you just want a tiny little space. And then I have the petal pink. That's gonna be her ears and her little cheeks. But let's get, I think this is, and again, these are the natural tones. So I have the 900 and the 800. The 1000 is the lightest, and I don't have the 1000. So let's do, I'm going to do the 800. And you can see this is like the flesh tones. If the flesh tones are, see, I want to be copper. But it's just kind of like the whole scale of flesh tones, but I use them for so much more than flesh. As you saw, like you can use tree trunks or, so this kind of has that more yellow tone to it. And then I'm going to take the 900 and blend it because nobody's one color. I'm just going to blend that around. And especially if you're a little monkey. Now I'm going to get my light petal pink. And give her little ears some pink. And then on here on her cheeks, give her some pink. And around her little nose. And then I'm going to take my color lifter. use it to kind of blend it around. And it'll soften it a little bit and kind of give it a little bit more of a fur feel. Not too much, just a little bit. And then I want her to have blue eyes, and I went with Balmy Blue. It'll kind of pop it from the back. Where's this guy's back there as well. Kind of give it a feel of continuity. Maybe a little bit lighter right here. So the color lifter doesn't really take the color away. You can see on here, it's not pulling it up. It just kind of moves it around. So you can kind of move it back over. You want to be careful. If you put too much, then it will start to smear. Now let's find my punch, which I moved because it was giant. It was in the way, and I thought I'd punched, but it's because, you know, when you're trying to do two things at once. So now you can just line that up, and it should fit perfectly if you've lined up your things from where they punch. So now you got a 2-for-1. And then I'm going to use, this ribbon is staying, but it's currently, you can buy it now, but it will be in the new catalog. I love this ribbon. It's the in colors currently, so it's got that parakeet. Just wrap it around. I think it has a fun child's kind of jungle feel to it. Just going to tie a little bow. But I also do not see my scissors. I'm looking as I'm tying, which is not an effective use of time for either thing. I have at least 10 pairs of snips. And sometimes I'm like, I'm just going to buy another pair because then I won't lose them. And it doesn't matter how many I have. I just tend to, here they are. Covered them up with all those samples, but I can not misplace. I just walk around with them and then I lay them down wherever it was that I last used them. And I'm just going to tie the tiniest little bow. And the fun thing about this ribbon is if you just grab it and pull it, it kind of separates. Turns into a tinsel mesh, which adds just a little bit of wild jungle to our card. Just a little bit. I don't want too much. And then we'll just add this. And if I add it on this side, I have my Seal Plus, which again, another good thing to pick up during the sale. If I add it here, where I know that ribbon is, then the ribbon's not going to move. And grab some dimensionals. And remember, right here is where we want our little monkey. Cover up that splotchy. But now with all this stuff going on, you wouldn't really even notice it. But that is where we want to put our monkey. Oh, she's just so cute. Get rid of this end. And when you have a small one, I can find my small dimensionals, but you can also use all the stuff that goes around the edge. Grab my banana. Snip off this part right here. Because I put it right on top of her ear and it doesn't need that. And then I'm going to use the pastel adhesive back sequins. You can get them now. They'll still be in the new catalog. So if you want to make this card and you're watching it and the catalogs have transitioned already. So if you're going to give it to, you know, a little girl and you want to use the pink, you could be cute. You could use the blue. You could use all three colors. I'm just going to use the gold. And I'm going to kind of do a circle pattern. I believe in, you always want to use an odd number of embellishments. I believe in embellishments' job is to be on the card because that's where they're designed to go. They're not designed to be tucked away in a drawer. So later you can feel guilty because you have too many embellishments in your drawer. They're designed to make you happy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go for 7 because I didn't do 5 very well. So it kind of looks like she's doing a little juggling thing with her. My other one has 5 because I wasn't talking and I designed them a little bit better. But they're both super cute. Isn't she happy? And there's so many more things you could do. There's a lot more. There's other leaves. You could do other embellishments. But I kind of like her sweet and simple. So remember the sale tomorrow. If you want to get in the Try It Class 4, I close registration. You have till Friday. If you need a catalog, let me know. And I have lots of new videos that we'll be posting for all of the time that I was laying in bed instead of doing my job. Everybody have a great one. I'll catch you back here later. Bye.